Lithuania has been standing up for Taiwan despite tremendous economic and diplomatic pressure from Beijing. And the EU Parliament just passed a report calling for closer relations with Taiwan. Now, today, to speak with me about growing Lithuanian and EU ties with Taiwan is the chairman of the Lithuanian Parliamentary Group for Relations with Taiwan, Matas Maldeikis. Mr. Maldeikis will be leading a delegation of Lithuanian lawmakers to Taiwan in December. It's great to be able to speak with you.
Hello, everybody.
So the EU just recently passed a report calling for closer relations with Taiwan. And I'm curious, what role do you think that Lithuania is playing in the EU's move towards closer relations with Taiwan?
We made European institution or everybody in Europe talk about what's going on in Taiwan. What is China doing really regarding us wanting to have a closer relationship with Taiwan? Everybody in Europe sees that China is doing some destructive moves. So European Parliament just reacted to that. We see a big shift in European Union. Now we see a shift in European Union institutions. If you are talking about European Parliament, more and more countries see we should have a relationship with Taiwan because it's good economically and it is good because of security question. We should help the countries that want to go democratical way. The voice of Taiwan is being heard more and more in Europe. That's good.
That's great. Well, we're very grateful to Lithuania for standing up for Taiwan. And the report passed, in a landslide vote. But I'm curious what you think will be the change as a result of that report, because none of the recommendations are binding. What kind of changes do you think that we'll be seeing in EU relations with Taiwan?
Well, this is resolution, but it's like, it's one more little drop that you have to look in the long time perspective. And if you look at the long time perspective, is a big deal. It's a big deal. When we are talking about relationship with Taiwan, we have to understand that it's got to do a lot of relationship within European Union countries and China, because more and more countries in European Union see China as a threat. And then seeing China as a threat, they start to seeing the relationship, what's going on, what China is doing regarding their neighbors, and what they are doing regarding the countries around them, and they start to see that in another perspective. And this resolution, you have to understand, European Parliament consists of all the political parties from all European Union countries. That means that in the political spectrum, in the political parties in European Union, Taiwan question become more important, and they have absolutely clear position. What should it be? In few years, we will see the change. I can guarantee you, if we will see the dynamics what we have now, but we will change in interpolitics, and then the interpolitics between the European Union countries, their relationship with Taiwan will start to change also. This is the dynamics of European Union politics.
The Taiwanese are very grateful. Taiwanese have been buying a lot of Lithuanian goods, over 90 million US dollars. I recently went to a Lithuanian chocolate store.
That's nice.
Ruta chocolate is delicious. My favorite is the coffee bean chocolate.
Yeah.
So,
very nice.
Yeah, what is your hope for trade relations with Taiwan? I know you're coming here in December. What would you like to achieve?
Yeah. What is my vision? What is my mission? To be an example because what we are doing here, it's not only about Taiwan and Lithuania. What we are doing here is about Taiwan and European Union. My dream is to show that, 23 million highly educated, rich country who is very high on the technologies and who is democracy, it's much better to deal than the country who is authoritarian and pressing you, and dealing with that, you don't have sovereignty. You don't have rule of law. And if you have a business there, if you're doing something that they don't like, you'll be dead in the water. You'll have big problems. So that means you are losing your sovereignty. We don't want that. We want to show that if we can make a good example of relationship economically between Lithuania and Taiwan, believe me, other countries will follow. I have a lot of interviews from Netherlands, from other countries. They are all watching. They try to understand dynamics, what's going on between Lithuania and Taiwan, because they understand that if it is a success story, that means those success story can be repeated elsewhere.
I can't tell you how grateful we are for Lithuania. I've met people on the street who are wearing Lithuanian masks.
Yeah,
people are buying your goods left and right. I think people in Taiwan will do whatever they can to express their gratitude. One man brought 20,000 NT dollars worth of Lithuanian chocolate when you sent 20,000 vaccines to Taiwan. So, people in Taiwan are, very grateful.
To hear those stories is like for our countries, understanding that being not a big country, we can make a difference is a big deal for us. Believe me.